Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to another episode of 10 a.m. Tea with Natalie. It is 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and time for me to do a little education. We're tuning in today to talk a little bit more about how the five elements impact the organs, kind of transitioning there into a little bit more about what your acupuncturist is sort of using in their framework for when they're approaching you as a patient and how to treat what's going on with you. So the liver, mind, body, spirit. The liver is about your life purpose in a spiritual aspect. Emotional stability, imagination, being able to have a vision for yourself for the future, and kind of living in alignment with that vision of yourself for the future. The liver has a spirit known as the Hun, the Hun, and it leaves your body when you're sleeping and goes out into the universe to gather the information about what you're supposed to be doing for your life. And then it comes back into the body around 3 a.m. And kind of spiritually lets you know if you're on the right path, if you're doing the right things, if you're kind of living in harmony with your soul purpose of, kind of being alive. And so a lot of patients have issues waking up between 1 and 3 in the morning, and very often that is due to an imbalance in the liver. It could range just from, stress, which is also an emotion related to the liver, or it could be, not living consistently with, what your heart wants to do. Good morning, Scott. Thanks for tuning in. Mind-wise, the liver relates to stress and anger and frustration, kind of feeling like your wheels are just spinning and you're not getting anywhere. That's very much the vibe of the liver. And so it's really important to have a smooth flow of emotions so that the liver feels happy and comfortable. And then you don't have this anger and stress and frustration and short-fusedness kind of feelings. In regards to the physical aspect, the liver governs blood. And so it stores blood, actually. And that is seen in the Western sense when you're sleeping. Actually, the blood is actually, a lot of it is living in the liver when you are resting. It relates to flexible tendons and sinews. And so, having smooth moving body limbs and all these things have to do with the liver. Your fingernails, your eyebrows also have to do with the liver. And it also relates to ladies and their periods. Menstrual blood is related to the liver. And so issues with menstrual cramping, late periods, early periods, gushing periods, all these things have to do with the liver as well. What's also interesting is, so I was talking to you a little bit before about how the liver Hun spirit goes out into the universe to kind of give you your vision of your life purpose. The liver also governs literal vision. And so blurry vision, floaters, dry eyes, red eyes, these also can be related to the liver in Chinese medicine. Dreaming also has a lot to do with the liver. Freedom, creativity, growth, addiction has a lot to do with the liver as well, which we, do see a lot in the Western sense in regards to detox, but it's kind of like that physical drive for those things can be governed by the liver there. Feeling lost and hopeless, which is, kind of when you're not living your life on purpose and you're not in alignment with what you need to be doing, you do feel lost. It's also one of those organs related to feeling like you keep hitting a wall that you can't break through. Working on the liver element can be something that's very helpful for patients to kind of be able to push through that stuff, push through the addiction, push through whatever their, self-limiting factors are and kind of get to the next level there. So liver is really, really important in a lot of different ways. It also relates to dreaming. Blood and the sleep go together. And so issues with insomnia can also be related to the liver as well. Foods that are beneficial are things that are sour. The flavor of wood is sour, and so the liver is a wood organ, and it appreciates sour food. So vinegar, yogurt, lemons, limes, all of those things are beneficial for the liver. Also, eating other animal livers can be helpful if you're having a deficiency there. So for a patient that is kind of really low on blood, eating chicken livers and things like that can really help to support their liver blood there. Also, being in the woods is really helpful. And this is something that, I find personally very, very true for myself. I am never as happy as I am when I'm in the woods. Like, just being in with the trees and listening to the birds and seeing the animals, it just makes me so happy, so relaxed to be out there. And it's kind of an interesting thing. So the wood, absorbs our negative energy, our anger, our frustration, our stress. And so, since that's harmonizing with the wood element, it's kind of similar to how the trees, breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. They kind of take in our waste and turn it into something that we need for life. And so it works kind of in a metaphysical aspect and in a physical aspect too, which is really cool. And so for me, the liver is something that I'm always working on. As a business owner, I tend to be pretty stressed out. I'm also kind of a type A control freak maniac kind of person. So I definitely need to always be vigilantly working on my liver. And so those are some things that I'm considering too when I'm dealing with a patient who has any issues with vision, any issues with their period, any issues with mood and stress. We are always working on liver stuff. So hopefully you found that to be a little bit helpful. Tune back in again tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the spleen, which in Western medicine, the spleen is kind of like whatever, but in Chinese medicine, it is a very big deal. So I'll give you the lowdown on all the earthy things going on with the spleen there tomorrow. And then we will finish up the week talking about lungs, because they're awesome. And that will kind of wrap things up. Just to let you guys know, I'm going on vacation next week, so 10 a.m. tea will be dark. But I will definitely be back the second week of June, kind of catching y'all up on all the latest things. Health and wellness with the Chinese medicine spin. So have an awesome day. Take care of yourself. If you haven't yet, sign up for the newsletter on the left-hand side of the biz page here. Newsletter sign up, pop your information in. And every Monday you'll get a newsletter with the last week's summary of 10 a.m. tea. So have an awesome day. Take care of yourself. And I'm here every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, just for you. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon.